We are just a couple short days away from the release of Dragon Age The Veilguard, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting because over the weekend, and I think it might have been Monday or something like that, but I started to see some review scores go around, and we've got some gameplay footage and a couple of snippets, and we'll be showing that throughout this video. But oh boy, okay, it's funny, right? Because I've been a video game I've been a gamer for about as long as I can remember. The moment my parents brought home the Sega Genesis with the Sonic 2 pack in, thinking that the Nintendo Entertainment, the old NES was a bad system because the only game that I had for it was Ninja Gaiden, and I thought all of the games on it were like that. But all the way up and through till today, when we have 2024, and it's outside of a couple of bright spots, it's been an atrocious year in gaming, and they have in fact saved the best for last because, bro, this is not, as many people are putting it, this is the Last Jedi moment for gaming. No. The Last Jedi moment for gaming, that was back in 2020 with The Last of Us Part 2, where you took a beloved franchise and you took it out back, and instead of old Yellering it, you gave it the Joker 2 treatment. No, this right here, this is going to be gaming's Acolyte moment, and this is the moment that kills a Bioware stone dead. Dragon Age The Veilguard described as a piece of garbage and a tombstone, and the tombstone of Bioware. And yeah, from everything that I'm seeing, honestly, here's the thing, man. Like, it's been a long time since I've streamed. Okay, it's been a long time since I've done any sort of video response, live react, or anything like that. I see this game right here, and I have no intentions of buying it through Steam or EA or anything like that. But if there's a cheap way, if there's a cheap alternative, or if somebody's got a key or anything like that on PC, I'll figure out a way to stream. We'll figure out a way to stream, and we'll experience this cringe together, because this looks so bad that honestly, I want to take a look at this, because I don't think that a game could actually be as bad as I'm being led to believe here, but could be wrong. Spanish-speaking streamer Natalia Sinarova blasted a Dragon Age The Veilguard after obtaining a review copy by allegedly informing the company she was a non-binary woman. And oh yeah, that's the thing right here, okay? Because Bioware reportedly withholding Dragon Age The Veilguard review codes from creators who were a bit more critical than others with our hands-on time. Yeah, very interesting. In a move that raised eyebrows across the RPG community, Bioware appears selective with the review code distribution. Dragon Age The Veilguard. Excluded are some notable critical voices, the upcoming action RPG title, and spoiler alert, it's going to be evident. Yes. One of the forgotten by Bioware, Wolfheart FPS, took to Twitter to express his frustration and concern. He, along with two other creators who weren't so positive of The Veilguard's early impressions, haven't received a review code ahead of launch. And yeah, those claims were made October 25th. So what was that? Thursday or Friday or something like that? Yeah. Three creators, including myself, were a bit more critical than others with our hands-on time for The Veilguard. Not a single one of us are getting a review code with time to actually give opinions before release. Just thought to throw that out there. Okay, please keep in mind, folks, this does not mean that my more critical opinion is better or more truthful than those who are more positive. I'm just simply pointing out how marketing works. This also doesn't mean the game will be bad, but something to consider. But yeah, whenever you have such a tight time and an exclusive list of people to review the game, that never ends up reflecting a high quality games on the horizon, because normally you would have the company, right? Like, if they were actually proud of the product that they had right there, they would be having multiple streamer or influencer events that are out there. I just cast my mind back to, I don't know, a little game that I've been talking about throughout all of 2024. Okay, repeat after me. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I completed my second playthrough of over the weekend, and I went, I'm gonna do 100% through, okay? Because the first time I did it this year, it took me 200, what was it, 220, 225, 230 to go all the way through hard mode completion, 100% completion. I called it, some people call it Platinum Plus. I call it Platinum Plus by doing the complete play log and then getting all the achievements. I'm going to try to run through this one more time to really see if I enjoyed all of the content. And yeah, I've got a couple of gripes with it the second time around, and I'm doing the 100% run, but it only took me, okay, doing the 100%, the most that you can do, everything that you could do on the normal side of things. It took me 99 hours. I rolled credits, 99 hours, 15 minutes to get to the chapter select screen at the end of it, which is still crazy to think about. And I know that game inside out at this point in time, and it's still 99 hours. That's impressive. Not a lot of that time was spent. I think I had to redo 1 or 2 battles, but anyways, I love the game. It's a fantastic game, but there were multiple events, and there were early review copies going out left, right, and center because Square Enix, Naoki Hamaguchi, Yoshinori Kitase, Kazushige Nojima, they were proud of the product that they had. On Bioware side of life, apparently not. Apparently not. You got to cheat the system. In an initial post, the X is translated via Google's auto-translate function. Cinerova wrote, yeah, this is the, I had to pretend to be non-binary to get a review copy. I guess we got a review code for Dragon Age The Veilguard. Bioware just sold his soul to the devil. Okay, I just had to say I was non-binary woman and they gave it to me. Get ready for a mega review soon or tomorrow. And yeah, so the cringe begins, mostly because, yeah, we know what's going to be happening here. And like I said, this is the Acolyte's moment of the of gaming, because if you recall, okay, I might as well pull that up right here. For a long period of time, that was in the 80s, right? But now, yeah, it's got 78% approval rating, whereas your average audience score, let's just see, okay, maybe it's a little bit better. All critics, yeah, 78%, and then all audience, 18%. I think that's what we're going to end up seeing here. That's what we're going to end up seeing here. Overwhelmingly positive critic side of things, establishment side of things. Because you got IGN giving it a 9. Dragon Age The Veilguard refreshes and reinvigorates the story series with enjoyable action combat, a fantastic cast of companions, and moving character writing. Keep that in mind for a second as we take a look at the rest of the hack media conglomerate with CGM and Eurogamer, Xbox era, Press Start, Game Rant. But why though? Giving it a perfect 10 on 10, 5 out of 5. Tech Raptor giving it 9.5, IGN, Games Radar, Cog Connected giving it 9s, DualShockers giving it an 8.5, and Push Square, Dexerto, and The Gamer giving it a 4 out of 5. Giving it an 80%, VGC and VG247 giving it still a 60%. Metacritic, it has it at an 84%. Not too sure what OC is, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you for an instant, because now we're starting to see the narrative get set this time around. You're going to have a critical darling that is going to die when the public gets a hand on it. And if that pile of shit ends up robbing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for Game of the Year, you're going to be getting a very angry video from me at some form or fashion. Yo, this is what we are seeing from this game. Bro, like I said before, okay, with The Last of Us Part 2, some of that shit was super cringe. Does anybody else remember bigot sandwiches? Okay, does anybody else remember how Joel was character assassinated? How he just ended up getting a brain tumor before Abby tried to golf it out for him? How he was robbed of any intelligence? How he was squarely in the double-digit IQ club? Holy shit, relitigating that disaster? There's another time and place for that. But this right here, just like the Acolyte, oh, this is just observable cringe. You don't have to be familiar with the characters of the world of The Last of Us 2, so that could end up skating by. This right here, this is non-binary beavers. This is lesbian space witches. This is pronouns and high fantasy, ladies and gentlemen. The Veilguard delivers a peak level of fantasy never before achieved in gaming. So what do we have here with the old reliable Bioware conversation wheel? Rook, take a long, hard look at it, kid. I'll always show you the face of a hero who can get it done, establishes transgender identity, and unlocks new dialogue options and further conversations. Holy shit. All right, yeah, I'm getting there. I love who I am. Feels good and real to me. Oh, take a long, hard look at it, and then, oh, what else do you get? Oh, here's some more of your conversation options. The scars are lessons learned. My scars are badges of honor. These scars are sexy. Talking about the top scars that you can get in your character creation. Like I said, I want to play this. Bro, I'm not somebody who seeks out cringe on a regular basis. I just want to know how bad this is going to get. As we see right here, okay, and for the world to see with that goofy-ass Canary, who's going to be playing a huge role in this. Non-binary, I just said I'm going to use they instead of she from now on. It's fantasy. Are we talking pronouns at dinner, huh? Kate, Neve and Tash talking about the latter's identity. And I think to say this game's extremely woke is a pretty safe bet. Also, I told you so. Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of people, and what's wrong with her face? Oh my god. Like, okay, everybody's focusing on that disaster, that Tosh thing, okay? Like, that's gonna be real bad, but, yo, good thing that you can't have, you know, like any super adjustable booty or breast slide or anything like that, but you can definitely have a hook nose that would rival, well, let's not go down that road. Some of my friends in, Maranthus, okay, talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin as a man. Is this all we're doing in this stupid ass game? Well, apparently, because yeah. Now we got a clip. We got 8 seconds, and thank God it's only that long because that's about all I can handle.
done.
So you're a little canary.
So like, oh my God, you're like a little canary. Oh, what else?
Rivani and a little dragon.
Yeah.
I like totally get it.
Like,
you're a little dragon. I like dragging your nuts on the ground. Like, no judgment. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. So it's not so much that the dialogue is the only thing that's ass cancer. It's also the voice acting. Cool. And this art style, bro. Holy shit. Like, what are we doing? Fortnite fantasy? Is that what's going on? Bro, we gotta go full screen on this one because this is... Oof, this one pushed me over the edge, bro.
Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tosh likes them as much as you like necromancy?
Holy exposition, Batman.
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tosh.
See what I mean? That is not how you speak to adults. That is how you speak to a toddler when you were...
Oh, shit, yeah. And there's a commentator over the top of it, just, yeah, simply pointing out that the exposition is just so abysmal, right? Like, when it's not festooned with a modern-day California shit. And shout out, yeah, to the skill from, okay, yeah, the Skill Up review that's out there. And yeah, he's one of the first ones that's out there. And I think at this point in time, by the time that you could potentially see that review, he has over 1 million views on it. And yeah, he's been pointing out some stuff, and it's, the writing's ass. The characters are on another level, and all of your worst fears of the game just simply being peak 2024, well, it's all been confirmed, right? Okay. Earlier the month, the playtester broke his NDA and informed a YouTuber, Nuray, that the game was ultra woke. And I mean, we've seen it all, and that's just from some snippets of some people who've got review copies or who knows what else. So that could just end up being the early game stuff, okay? And given how expository they are with their dialogue, I would imagine that this is within the first few hours of the game. How much worse is it going to get as it goes on? Because theoretically, like back when Bioware used to make games and not propaganda pieces, those were dozens of hours of gameplay that was on display. Like Mass Effect 2, I remember that being 30, 50 hours or something like that if you wanted to do everything that was in there. Mass Effect 3, you know, same thing. Not too sure on the Dragon Age side of things because, well, I think I have 1 and 2. I don't know. I probably on Steam have Inquisition or something like that. Probably picked it up on the cheap or something like that. But yeah, it's a franchise that I've always respected. It's just out of the two big RPG franchises that Bioware was running with, it was very much on the Mass Effect side of things. Nothing against Dragon Age, it's just, it was something that I would eventually get around to. And in the case of the Veilguard, and because what, like 5 of your choices end up mattering, that's a perfect hopping on point, especially when it comes to dissecting, which is what is looking like the biggest, most controversial, divisive bomb of 2024. Marvel has Agatha. Star Wars has the Acolyte. Gaming has the Veilguard. It has been a tremendous year for taking down the message, and it's not even for anybody pointing it out. We're just simply letting it all play out for the world to see, and the world is seeing it, and they're mocking the fuck out of it. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.